if you, it's hard to talk about because not because it's like emotional or anything. It's just like it's hard to. I mean, yeah, I could tell you right now that all the things that you're saying are correct. Like it would be better probably for you,
Yeah.
but that's not my place at all to like, and that's not anyone who's like I had so many people tell me like that I had to like that I should stop
Oh, really?
doing drugs and drinking like that, but
Yeah.
like when it comes down to it, that's like a personal choice that you have to make for yourself.
Yeah, you've got to want it.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen until
You can't
want
like it won't otherwise it just won't like last and it won't like
Yeah.
stay, you know? Like
Yeah.
it's got to
Well,
it's got to be a personal decision and it's got to be made like for the right reasons, I feel like.
yeah. Talking to Kelsey Reck was really like she was the first person that talked to me super openly about being sober and about why.
Yeah.
And she did it on the podcast, which was really cool. I think lots of people do need to
cool.
hear that shit, you know?
Yeah, I was there the last night that she drank. I drove her. I don't know how much she divulged into it, but yeah, like I helped her. You know, she like had injured herself.
Yeah, she said she cut her hand or something. Yeah, she went into it.
She cut her hand. I was at home. It was like New Year's Eve 2015 or 2016, I guess. So yeah, the end of 2015 or whatever.
Yeah.
And there's a party at her house. I left maybe like half an hour after midnight, and I was just at home like chilling, and I was like talking to somebody on the phone or something like that. It was like 2 or 3 a.m. and I think it was actually like more like 4 a.m. I don't know why I was awake. I was just awake at home talking on the phone with somebody, and I get a call from Eric. And I just like declined it. I thought I was just like drunk. Like, where are you? Like, why'd you leave?
Right.
And then I get like another call, and then like I was like, all right, he's calling me back. And then he picks up. It's like, dude, I don't know what's going on, but there's like blood everywhere, and like, I don't know what's happening. Everyone's on Molly. Like,
oh no,
like, nobody can drive. You're the only sober person. Like, can you please come to Kelsey's?
Yeah.
And I went to her house and gave her a ride to the hospital, and that was the end of that for her. And I was like,
well, good for her, man.
I was like maybe like 4 months sober at that time.
Oh, really? So you were sober before she was?
I was, but then I did a year of sobriety, and then I thought that I could like drink again.
Yeah.
And that
didn't work out.
No, it worked for about a month, and I was sober. I mean, I went back out into testing the waters. It lasted about like 5 months total.
Mm-hmm.
So it worked for about a month.
Yeah.
Maybe 2. That's being like generous though.
I just feel so much better in the morning when I don't drink the night before.
I mean, it ended like the way it ended with me that second time was like I started to like gradually black out more.
Yeah.
I went on tour managing I went on tour managing White Fang, and they were on tour with No Parents. And
oh wow.
I had this one night in Dallas where I just completely blacked out, and it was like embarrassing. I like got on stage.
Oh
I, like,
no!
was singing with that. I mean, it was like just bad. Like my my belt was like my pants were like unbuttoned and stuff. I was just like beyond trashed.
Yeah,
that was the first like big like fuck. I don't know if this is working out. But then I was like also like in the cycle of drinking again and stuff. So it was hard. And then I came home, and I like blacked out one night, and I woke up, and there was like like powder like next to my on my nightstand, like and like a rolled up dollar bill or whatever, and
it'll get there.
Yeah, and it was like I had bought these like morphine pills like in Royal Heights and like crushed them up, and like the only reason I realized that's what they were is I had found like the pill bottle like sort of in the adjacent area, and there was like 4 of the pills in there.
That's rough, man.
The color of the pill matched the color of the powder.
Yeah,
and I was just like, fuck. And so then I finished off the pills, and then I became sober.
Yeah, you're like, well,
for the second time, and then it's stuck since then. I'll have 2 years of sobriety in March.
Congrats, man.
Thank you.
It's like I went a week, and then I drank again. And I didn't get super drunk, but it's weird. It's tough.
It's tough at first, I think. I think the first like 3 to 6 months are hard, are like pretty tough.
I believe it. Yeah.
But I think you get past a point where
you just get used to it not being a thing.
It's just like how you're in the routine of like going out and getting a beer. It's like you get out of that routine and you go out and you get a soda water or Sprite or something like that or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
But it's just like getting out of that routine. Yeah. And once you're out of it, I definitely think about like drinking every day. Like, and I probably will for the rest of my life. But, not really using any drugs, like, because those just were like a side effect of the drinking more, I think, for me than anything.
Yeah.
Like I'd get really drunk and then I would just end up like being like, all right, where's the next thing? Like,
yeah.
So
it happens. Yeah. I'm that way with cigarettes. I really only crave them when I'm drunk.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, if I quit drinking, I probably,
maybe. Or like when I went to rehab, it's like AA meetings and stuff. It's like, there's like a joke of how can you spot an AA meeting? Like just follow like the cloud of smoke.
Compulsive smoking and drinking coffee. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I think it's, there's some people out there that can manage it pretty good, or like just not even manage it. Like there's some people that don't have problems with drinking.
Right.
But just it wears me out in a way that I don't like.
I've got a lot of friends who would like, it's crazy. Like my girlfriend, like I'll watch her drink and I'll just like, we went out the other night, like had like a date night and we went to this bar while we were waiting to like sit down to eat or whatever, waiting for it to get called for a table or whatever. And she barely ever drinks, but she that night was like, I'm gonna have a drink. And like, I swear it took her like 45 minutes to finish this tiny cocktail.
Yeah.
And I was just like watching her and I was like, God, you're so like lucky that
you can do
how
that.
It works for you. Like, that you like can literally have one drink and it can last you forever.
Yeah. It's not how I am. Yeah, I'll go through them. It's like, I shouldn't, you shouldn't be polishing off that many, but I just got good at it. And I was, like doing 3 pills of ecstasy, like at school, in high school. Yeah. When I was like 16.
How was that?
So fun. Truthfully, it was so fun at the time. And then I had like this fiasco in Vegas where felt like it's just dying. Felt like I was dying.
Yeah, and then I like get to a point, especially with ecstasy, like where you just it's like the highest highs, but the lows are so fucking brutal, man.
And so I left that kind of stuff. And
was that Lollipop Records? They had like a little festival that they did at the Echoplex and the Echo called okay, sorry.
Lollipopalooza?
Yeah, something like that. Okay, so there's Lollapalooza. No, it's Lollipalooza or Lollipopalooza. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, that was a day. I remember we ended up going to it because we had some friends playing it, and somehow somebody was there that had like an endless supply of Molly.
Yeah,
and
that's how Vegas was.
And Kelsey and all of our friends just were taking it nonstop for about 7 hours.
Yeah.
Just like sitting in this corner, like
eating pills
outside of like the Echoplex. Like, and we end up calling, it's called like we call it Molly Palooza after that.
Yeah.
But after I remember like that, like my girlfriend at the time, like the day after, like was just like sobbing with like, for no reason.
Just emotionally drained.
Like just like,
whole
feeling
body's
so terrible.
That's
and, like,
what happened
so
to me.
Sad and like crazy, and I was just, like,
well, I felt like zaps going to my brain too.
Yeah.
But like I was crying. Like I just was no more emotion. But we were in Vegas and this guy had a gallon Ziploc bag like filled to the top with just pills in it. Yeah. And I think I had like 14 pills in like one night, which for no reason, like after a while, you're like, you don't get higher.
No, you're just like maintaining something that's dwindling.
So didn't do that anymore. But my point being is like, there's nothing wrong with being sober. Like, it just feels good. There's like no downside to it,
It's
what's really enticing to me.
I do know that I'm like less social than I used to be. I used to be like a very social guy.
Get up on stage and sing into the microphone type of social.
But not really anymore. Like, I mean, I still am it's just like with my close friends more than like
I don't think there's anything wrong with slowing down.
Yeah, it's just like my friend group has maybe like shrunk a little bit, but it's just my close friends now, and
probably for the best.
Yeah, and I don't know. I have more fun like chilling at home with my girlfriend, like watching something on TV, like instead of going out a lot of the time, you know, like or
that's always
whatever,
a good time.
going out and getting dinner with friends instead of like going to a bar.
Right.